So, hello children, let's start our remaining part of the lesson My Childhood, which is an autobiography, which is an extract taken from the autobiography of APJ Kalam. So, up to number 7 paragraph we had done in the previous video. Now, let's start from paragraph 8. On the whole small society of Rameswaram was rigid in terms of segregation of different social groups. It means, on the whole, the small society of Rameswaram, the small society or the people which were living over there in Rameswaram, they were quite rigid matlab stiff in the terms of segregation of different social groups. In terms of segregation means to separate out in terms of separating out of different social groups. However, my science teacher Siva Subramaniam Iyer, though an orthodox Brahmin with a conservative wife, was something of a rebel. But APJ Kalam tells that his science teacher, whose name was Siva Subramaniam Iyer, though he was an orthodox, he was very traditional, conservative type of Brahmin. No, the orthodox traditional, the one who stick to the rules and regulation of a religion properly, or the our old traditions. That person is known as orthodox Brahmin. But and he also on the same time his wife was also very conservative, was a something, but his nature was rebellious. He did his best to break the social barrier so that the people from the varying background could mingle easily. He did his best efforts to break the barriers from the society so that the people from different religion could mix up together or mingle up together. He used to spend hours He used to spend hours with me and would say, Kalam, I want you to develop so that you are on par with the highly educated people of the big cities. His teacher used to tell him that he wanted him to study and to develop and to grow so that he can move along, or he can have a friendship or can move along with the highly educated people of the big cities. One day, his teacher, APJ Kalam's teacher, one day he invited me to his home for a meal. One day, his teacher invited him to his place for a meal. His wife was horrified at the idea of a Muslim boy being invited to dine in her ritually pure kitchen. The teacher's wife was really had a terrible feeling that if Kalam would have lunch or would have a meal in her kitchen, then her kitchen will be impure. Like he was quite rigid. Ritually pure means she did not want any outer influence or any. She was stick to the, like you can say, religion, protected from all the outside influences. She wanted to protect her kitchen, so she was little horrified at the idea of having a Muslim boy in her meal in her kitchen. She refused to serve me in her kitchen. The teacher's wife refused to serve a meal to APJ Kalam in her kitchen. Subramaniam Iyer was not perturbed. He was not at all lost his control. He did not get angry. He didn't feel any anxiety at that time. Nor did he get angry with his wife, nor he was upset with his wife. But served me with Instead, he himself served Kalam the meal with his own hands and sat down beside me to eat his meal. His wife watched us from behind the kitchen door. Teacher's wife was observing them from the kitchen door. I wondered whether she had observed any difference in the way I ate rice, drank water, or cleaned the floor after the meal. APJ Kalam was thinking, was there any difference between the way he ate and his teacher ate, or the way he drank water, or the way he cleaned the floor after the meal? When I was leaving his house, Subramaniam Iyer invited me to join him for dinner again the next weekend. When APJ Kalam was about to leave his teacher's house, then the teacher again invited him to have dinner with him the next weekend. Observing my hesitation, he felt that Kalam was a little hesitant in accepting that invitation. So He told me not to get upset, saying once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted. He encouraged him, motivated him to be on the same path by telling him that these are the very small problems, and once he decides to change the system, he has to face such type of problems. When I visited his house the next week, Subramaniam Iyer's wife took me inside her kitchen and served me food with her own hands. Next week, when Kalam went to his teacher's house for the meal, this time the teacher's wife served him the meal herself with her own hands. Now, then then the Second World War was over and India's freedom was imminent. Now, Second World War was over and the India's freedom was sure. Indians will build their own India, declared Gandhiji. Gandhiji declared that Indians will build their own India. The whole country was filled with an unprecedented optimism. The whole country had such type of optimism which they had never felt before. Unprecedented means the thing which has never felt before, never done before. So they were filled with such type of optimism which they had never experienced in their life. I asked my father for permission to leave Rameswaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramnathpuram. Then Kalam asked his father to leave the township to leave the town Rameswaram town and study at the district headquarters in Ramnathpuram. He told me, as if thinking aloud, he told Kalam, I know you have to go away to grow. He told him that he knew very well that his son has to go away to grow, to become something big in life. Does the seagull not fly across the sun alone without a nest? He gave him the example of a seagull. He observed from the behavior of a seagull that a seagull has to move alone across the sun without his nest. He quoted Khalil Gibran to my hesitant mother, your children are not your children. When at the same time, APJ Kalam's mother was little hesitant to send him out to study. Then he consoled Kalam's mother by saying that her children are not only her children alone, they are the sons and daughters of life longing for itself. They are the sons and daughters of the life. They came through you but not from you. You are the medium as you have given them the birth. They have come through you but not from you. So you may give them your love but not your thoughts. She can only give them their love, but she cannot force her own thoughts on her children, for they have their own thoughts. Why she cannot give them her own thoughts? Because the children have their own thoughts. So this is all about children. The lesson, my childhood. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.